really excited because what we've built here at the SLSV Coalition through the National Student Vote Summit is incredible. I think what we're offering is something really unique. You have stakeholders, students, campus admin and faculty, nonprofit staff, election officials, and more, all coming together to collaborate, to think about the challenges that we face as a community and how we can address them together, because we're not alone. Because truly, this is just the beginning, and who's to say where we're going from here, but I know it's something big.
We first started as a program of a nonprofit organization that we still partner with really closely called Young Invincibles. We kind of grew out of the space that we had there and went on to become a different fiscally sponsored organization. And that really allowed us to grow our team, to grow the amount of grants that we give out to colleges and universities as well, and to also grow the types of programs that we provide for campuses.
You know, we're in a new time when it comes to democracy and voting access, and this next generation of student leaders that I've gotten to work with through my work with Brown Votes has been some of the most thoughtful student leaders that I've ever met. It's just been so great throughout my work and throughout my time at the summit to get to talk to people who are making such a huge impact in this world.
It feels amazing to be heard, going off of, working in some of those smaller institutions and doing smaller work. And sometimes it doesn't feel like the students are being put first, specifically students from affinity groups. And I feel like SLSV puts those first. And so being able to celebrate those 10 years and being a part of the last 3, I think has been really monumental for me as a student.
I think it is incredibly powerful when you're trying to take on a really hard problem, like how to include students in our democracy. Voting might not be everything. Voting might not always bring about all the changes we want, while voting is structurally unfair in pretty profound ways in our country, and we acknowledge that. The task of working together to get every student to vote is worthwhile, it is important, it is meaningful, and it is worth doing.
I think for me, there's always like 2 key things, especially when I talk to a lot of young leaders, is to show up, but then also to stick with it. Like, you never know when you're going to show up to your first meeting and maybe make friends with people that you're still going to be doing this work with 10 years later. The work to advance civil rights and voting rights in this country has been going on for the last 250 years, and that work is not done yet. And we all need to continue to contribute to that. So you need to kind of show up and figure out, like, is this the next big idea? Are these the people I'm still gonna do this work with for the rest of my life? Maybe. So like, always take that invitation, always show up to the next meeting, give everybody a chance, but then, decide what you really think is worth fighting for, and then stick with it, because we need people to be in this movement for the rest of their life and carry that work forward.
When I think about where we're going, really, and the advice that I would share with the next generation of leaders, it's to recall the folks that have come before them and the courage that they have taken, and that, the path isn't always straight, but to keep moving forward. We all encounter hiccups and roadblocks and barriers and hurdles at times, but you just keep moving forward. And so I'm really excited about the future, particularly when I think about the students in the space here at the National Student Vote Summit. I am hopeful as well, because these are the folks that are going to carry this work forward, and I think they'll do an amazing job.